Terror by Night.
The Columbia Players presents a play of the supernatural Walton Butterfield's dramatization of Oscar Wilde's famous story, The Canterville Ghost.
Ghosts?
Precisely. A ghost.
My lord, you actually expect me to believe that Canterville Chase is haunted, or there is such thing as a ghost?
My dear Otis, I feel like it's my burden duty, as the present owner of the Canterville Chase, to acquaint you and your family, as the prospective owners, with the facts. You believe in them rest quite naturally with yourselves.
In America, my lord, we have everything that money can buy. We have the best actors, your prima donnas, your plays, your novels, your works of art. Believe me, if there was such thing as a ghost in Europe or England, we'd have it at home in one of our public museums or on the road in a theatrical production.
Possibly, Mr. Otis. Possibly. I fear, however, the ghost's existence through it may has resisted the overtures of your enterprising American impressionos. It's been well known for these 3 centuries, always makes its appearance.
At Canterville Chase?
At the Canterville Chase, immediately before the death of any members of your family.
Well, so does the doctor, for that matter, Lord Canterville.
We have not cared to live in that place ourselves.
But there is no such thing, sir, as a ghost.
My grand aunt, the Dowager Duchess of Bolton, was frightened into a fit.
By this ghost?
By 2 skeleton hands being placed on her shoulders as she was dressing for dinner.
Imagination, Lord Canterville. Pure, maybe impure, imagination.
In conclusion, Mr. Otis, I feel bound to tell you that the ghost has been seen by several members of my family. None of our younger servants will stay with us, and Lady Canterville slept very little in the night in consequence of a mysterious and persistent noise that came from the corridor and the library.
My lord, I appreciate your frankness. I'll take the furniture and the ghost as a valuation. We won't mind a ghost in the house. It's perfectly all right.
Quite so. Only I beg you to remember, I warned you.
I bid you a welcome to Canterville Chase.
Thank you.
Oh, what a lovely house.
Say, I'm going to like this.
Thank you for permitting me to stay on.
Hey, Roger, ask her where the ghost is.
She wouldn't know.
We should be lost in this great house without your care.
Tea.
Any cakes, Pa? Come on, Roger.
Now, don't you children touch anything.
I laid the tea in the library, madam. So my children have discovered. What a beautiful room. Don't you love the black paneling, Hiram?
Oh, yes. Very pretty. Better pour the tea, Elizabeth.
I'll take your wrap, madam.
Gee, these muffins are good.
They're not muffins, Roger. They're scones. Aren't they, Mother?
What, dear?
I don't care whether they're scones or muffins, they taste swell.
I'd rather have cinnamon toast.
Tea, Washington?
No thanks, Mother. Gee, I don't think I've seen such a beautiful sunset since we've been in England.
Well, we deserve a clear day for a change.
I never dreamed there could be so much rain in 1 month. But today is perfect.
Oh, dear, I pushed something off the tray. A spoon, I think. I'll get it, madam. Thank you, Miss.Umney. Right over there in front of the fireplace. I must have... Why, Miss.Umney, that spot! Children, did you spill anything?
Where, Mother?
There in front of the fireplace. I'm sure something is spilled. Yes, madam. Blood. Blood?
What's this?
Blood has been spilled on that spot.
Oh!
Get out of my way, Roger. Let me see the blood.
Are you serious, Miss.Umney? Quite, madam.
Here, let me see.
How horrid! I don't care at all for bloodstains on the carpet.
Don't worry, Elizabeth. We'll get rid of it.
It's the blood of Lady Eleanor de Canterville. Well, I don't care whose blood it is, Miss.Umney. It must be removed. She was murdered on that spot in 1575.
Murdered?
Yes, miss, murdered. By her own husband, Sir Simon de Canterville.
Say, Dad, some family, those Cantervilles.
Sir Simon survived his 9 years and then mysteriously and suddenly disappeared. His body has never been discovered. It's his spirit, his guilty spirit, that haunts the chase.
What nonsense. Get the Pinkerton from my suitcase, Washington. Gee, it's a swell blood spot, ain't it, Roland?
Haven't removed it once, Miss.Umney. It cannot be removed, madam.
Bah, Pinkerton Champion Stain Remover will clean it up in no time. There, you see? It's already disappearing.
But, sir, Mr. Otis, I beg of you.
See? Now it's all gone. I knew Pinkerton would do it.
You shouldn't have done it, sir. You shouldn't. Hiram, quickly. Miss.Umney's fainted. Virginia, get some water.
What good is a housekeeper who faints?
Hush, Hiram.
Here, Mother.
Now, what do you suppose made her faint?
Maybe it was the bloodstain.
She ought to be used to it, since 1575.
There, she'll be all right now. Are you better, Mrs.Umney? Oh, madam, there's trouble coming now. And this is your first day in the house.
What do you mean, trouble?
I've seen things with my own eyes, sir, that would make any Christian's hair stand on end. There are awful things done here. Oh, if you're talking about ghosts, we're not afraid of ghosts, are we, children?
Of course not.
I'd like to see a ghost, though.
So would I. A big one.
Many and many a night I have not closed my eyes for even a wink of sleep. Tonight is sure to be another. I'll take my supper in my room, if you don't mind. That storm didn't come up suddenly like for nothing. Good night to you, madam. And you, sir. And the Lord protect you all.
What's that striking now, Elizabeth?
It must be 12. We came up here about 11. Go to sleep, Hiram.
I've been asleep. Just before the clock started to strike, I thought I heard something in the hallway, a sort of clanking sound.
Now, Hiram, if you're trying to frighten me...
Of course I'm not trying to frighten you, but I tell you, I heard something. Be quiet. There. Do you hear that?
Yes, I did, Hiram. It sounded like a chain being dragged.
Like a rusty chain.
Get up. Strike a match. It's coming nearer. It's right outside the door now. See what it is, Hiram.
That's exactly what I'm...
No!
What the devil are you screaming about, Elizabeth?
Didn't you see him, Hiram?
Of course I saw it.
Horrible. A terrible-looking old man. His eyes were red as burning coals, and his long gray hair was... Ugh! Something was hanging from his wrists and ankles.
Chains. They're what we heard.
Why don't you do something, Hiram?
I am. Be quiet. My dear sir, I really must insist you're oiling those chains. Here's a small bottle of Tamani lubricator.
Are you tired of hearing that old creaky door? Try some Jiffy Lube. Only this month for $2. Sold out at any hardware store near you. Get it today.
I shall leave it here on this table. If you want more, just shout. Good night.
Hiram, what did you do?
The only thing I could think to stop the bloomin' clanking. Maybe we can go to sleep now.
What was that?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Something broke. You missed him, Roland. Now he's gone. Here, What's going on out here? We saw him, Daddy. We saw him. A dirty old man.
It must have been the Canterville ghost.
Roland missed him too. Wash almost hit him with our pillow.
What's all this glass?
It's a bottle of Tamani lubricating oil. I put it there on the table for that whatever it was. It was the ghost, Daddy, of that old man who murdered his wife down in the library. Nonsense. You can't... What the...
Virginia. Where's Virginia?
Here she comes. What's the matter, Virg?
Mother! Daddy! I was just down in the library. I couldn't sleep and went down there for my writing case, which I had left in front of the fire.
Did you see him, Virg?
Him? Who?
The Canterville ghost. The old man. He was up in the hall.
He broke a bottle to pieces and disappeared just as I threw the pillow at him. Daddy saw him.
Virginia, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. But Mother, Daddy, that bloodstain on the carpet in front of the fire?
Yes, dear, forget about it. Your father wiped it out.
That's it, Mother. It's back again. Redder and bloodier than it was before.
Well, if you ask me, we've been here a whole week and we haven't made much progress.
What can we do in weather like this? We're lucky to have such a large fireplace.
I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about the ghost.
Oh no, Washington, can't we go to bed one night without talking about the horrible apparition?
The more we talk about it, Elizabeth, the less it should frighten you. You don't see me or even the twins shuddering and screaming. Virginia isn't afraid.
No, I feel sort of sorry for him. Poor old ghost.
Well, I can't help the feeling that it would be much safer if you, Hiram, and Washington, and even the twins took it more seriously. We don't have to move.
Seriously. I don't mind the old fella if he'll just keep quiet and let us sleep. After more than 300 years, he certainly has a claim on the place. But I'll tell you one thing. If he doesn't use that Tamani lubricator and quit smashing my bottles to pieces, I'm going to take his chains away from him.
He who laughs last.
Ghosts do not laugh, Elizabeth. Mind you, I do not think the pillow throwing and pea shooting...
Now, for heaven's sake, Hiram, don't start the twins again. They're fast asleep long ago.
Getting rested up for midnight, probably. The little devils.
Might I come in, madam? Of course, Mrs.Umney, come in. Madam and sir, I'm not upset about everything this past week. Of course, we all are, Mrs.Umney. But it's not your fault. This beastly weather and getting settled... Not that, madam. It's what goes on at night.
Nonsense. We'll have those hijinks cleared up in no time. Mrs.Umney, besides, Mrs. Otis gave you full permission to remain in your room, safe and sound.
Safe? Was old Madame de Termalik safe when she woke up early one morning and saw a skeleton seated in her favorite armchair reading her diary? Was Lady Stutfield safe when 5 unseen fingers clutched her throat so tight that she almost strangled and had to wear a black velvet band around her throat until the day that she died? I could go on like that. Please don't, Mrs.Umney. I admit that while I do not, of course, believe in such thing as the Canterville ghost, there is something about the house
that interferes with our sleep, and we're going to squelch it if
it costs you the life of one of your family? Mrs.Umney, please.
Bah, if you persist in your silly fears...
Then please, may I give notice, sir?
We'll talk about that tomorrow, or the next day.
Tomorrow may be too late. Doesn't the persistence of the blood spot on the library carpet tell you anything, sir?
Yes, that's a humdinger. I must admit, if I hadn't locked up the library every night after removing the stains...
6 nights it's been, sir, and each morning the blood is back again, as though you'd never touched it.
Yes, but what kind of blood is it? Washington, you got your list?
Yes, here it is. The first morning it came back blood red and returned even bloodier the next 3 mornings. The 4th morning it was dull, almost Indian red. The 5th it was vermilion, and this morning it was sort of a rich purple.
Sort of like a chameleon, isn't it?
I don't think we ought to joke about it, Mother.
I know you shouldn't, miss.
I'm considering writing an article on the subject of prominence of sanguineous stains when connected to crime.
I think I'll go up to bed now, Mother.
I think we'd all better. It's long after 11. Are you going to lock the library again, Hiram?
I certainly am. Come on, Washington. We may have a new color for your chart tomorrow morning.
Good night, Mrs.Umney. Good night, madam. And I pray it is a good night. Good night, miss.
Sleep tightly, Miss Umney.
Did you screen the fire, Washington?
Okay, Dad. Lock her up.
Are you coming, Hiram?
Coming, Elizabeth.
It's almost time to wake the twins. Have you got everything ready?
Yes, in my closet. I'll wait until just before midnight. Good night, Dad.
See you later.
Good night, son.
Do you ever find yourself feeling parched when you're right in the middle of a ghost hunting adventure? Next time, try a Coke. Just one sip will have you recharged and back in the chase in no time. You guys go on without me. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Here, try a Coke.
I'm feeling so recharged and ready to get back in the chase.
What time is that, Raj?
4:30. I'm getting sleepy waiting. Wonder what's the matter with the old ghost.
Maybe he's dead.
He did that in 1575, or he wouldn't be a ghost. Shh, I hear something.
That's the dog down in the barn.
He must be outside the door now. What happened?
I think we got him.
He tripped on the string. See, it's broken.
And the pail of water fell right on him when our door opened.
Did you hear him shriek when he saw our scarecrow?
Look, he knocked it over. The broom handle has gone right through the pumpkin shell.
Something tells me that's the last we'll hear of ye old Canterville ghost. Where's Virginia?
Your mother fainted. She's probably in with her. How's Mother, Virginia?
Virginia's not here, Hiram. Is everything all right?
All right. Virginia.
Virge?
Roger. Roland. Help find your sister. Look in all the rooms.
I'll look downstairs. Virge, where are you? Virginia?
Hiram, what's the matter? Where's Virginia? Be quiet, Mother. She's around here someplace.
She's not in bed, Daddy. The bed's all messed up. That you, Virginia?
No, sir, it's me, Mrs.Umney. Has anything happened? Happened? Mrs.Umney, help us find her. Virginia, my little girl, wake up the servants.
Now, Elizabeth, be quiet. We'll find her. She's probably fallen asleep in one of the big armchairs downstairs by the fire. Is she there, Washington?
No, Dad. The library's locked. And she's not in any of the other rooms.
This all comes from the crazy fooling in the halls with the Canterville ghost, madam. I heard him stalking through the house.
Washington, catch this key and open the library doors. She may have got in there somehow and fallen asleep.
All right, Dad.
Since midnight, he's been prowling around.
We didn't see him, Mrs.Umney.
We've been waiting for him since the clock struck 12.
He didn't come out until just a few minutes ago.
There, madam. Maybe she's safe after all.
Is she there, Washington?
No, Dad. Everything's just the same as we left it in the library. Except
what?
Except the bloodstain. It's back again. Only this time it's much bigger and much bloodier than it's ever been before.
Virginia, my baby! Oh, my baby!
Take her to her room, Mrs. Umney, and wake the other servants. And the gardeners, too. We'll search the ground. Daylight's coming.
I knew it. I knew this was to be the night. This is his revenge for all that you've done to him the past week.
Be quiet, Mrs.Umney. Virginia can't be far. We'll find her if we have to search every corner and tear apart the entire house.
Oh. Is this your hiding place, Mr. Ghost?
My name is Sir Simon de Canterville.
Yes, Sir Simon.
What are you doing here?
I started to the twins' room to beg them to leave you alone tonight. I feel so sorry for you, Sir Simon. But the twins are going back to Eton next week. And then, if you behave yourself, no one will annoy you.
Behave myself? Then I have no reason for existing.
You know, you've been very wicked. Miss Umney told us
Mrs.Umney? Ugh.
the first day we arrived here that you had killed your wife.
That was purely a family matter, and no concern of Miss Umney, or your family, or anyone else's.
Don't you know it's very wrong to kill anyone?
Ethics? Bah! My wife was very plain. She never had the ruffs properly stretched. She knew nothing about cookery. She couldn't.
What's the matter? Are you angry at me for being here?
No, thought I am a bit angry at myself for letting you find me. I was resting, but after all, you're much nicer than the rest of your family. Your father and the boys. I mean, they're rude and disrespectful.
Oh!
What's the matter?
So it was you who stole my box of paints. And all the different shades of red are used up. That explains that silly blood stain on the library carpet.
Well, what was I to do? It was very difficult to get real blood nowadays. Did it frighten you?
No, of course it didn't. Though I think it did my mother a little. And certainly annoyed my father. Mrs. Umney was the only one.
Yes, Miss Umney is a very satisfactory personnel.
I hope you'll be nice from now on, Sir Simon.
No, please don't go, Miss Virginia. You're great comfort to one so lonely and so unhappy as I am.
But I'm getting sleepy.
Sleepy? I have not slept for 300 years.
Poor ghost. Have you no place where you can sleep?
There is a garden where the grass grows long and deep, where the nightingale sings all night through while a cold crystal moon looks down, and yew trees spread their giant arms, the sleepers.
You mean the Garden of Death?
Yes, death. It must be so beautiful to lie in the soft brown earth, with the grass waving above one's head, listens to silence, to have no yesterday, no tomorrow. Have you ever read prophecy of the old line-stained glass library window?
Yes, I learned it by heart the first day we came. When a golden girl can win prayer from out the lips of sin, when the barren almond bears, and a little child shall give away its tears, then shall the house be still and peace come to Canterville.
You can be that golden girl.
Miss Virginia, and open me the portals of death's house, for love is always with you, and love is stronger than death.
I don't think I know what you mean.
If you will weep with me because I have no tears, and I pray for me because I have no faith, you who have always been sweet, good, and gentle will move the angel of death to have mercy on me.
But where would I have to do this, Sir Simon?
In the darkness filled with fearful shapes, where wicked voices will whisper in your ear, but they will not harm you, for against the purity of a little child the powers of hell cannot prevail. Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid, and I will ask the angel to have mercy on you. Mother! Daddy! Everybody! Where are you? I'm back!
Virginia! My darling! Oh, thank God! Where have you been? We were just about to send out searching parties. Hiram! Hiram, she's here in the upper hall, safe and sound.
Oh, Mother, I'm so sorry you were worried. I didn't know it would take so long.
Take so long?
Virginia, where have you been, child? Come up, boys. She's here. Tell the servants to go back to bed.
Oh, Miss Virginia, are you really safe? My baby. My baby.
Birch, where on earth have you been?
Here she is, Roger. Here she is. Hooray! Hooray!
Well, Virginia, where have you been?
I've been with the ghost, Daddy. He is dead. After waiting 300 years, he has gone to sleep in peace. Would you like to see him?
Child, what are you talking about?
There's a panel in the wall near the window. In the tapestry room. He's there, in a little cell. Just a skeleton. Tied to a huge iron ring.
Come on, twins. The tapestry room.
That would be the remains where they have been hidden all of these years of old Sir Simon de Canterville.
Yes, Mrs.Umney. He had been very wicked, but he was really sorry for all that he has done. Before he could really die and go to sleep forever, he needed someone to pray for him. So he asked me to pray for him, and I did. And he gave me this box of beautiful jewels before he died.
Dad, come quickly. It's here just as Virginia said. The secret room, and the skeleton, and everything.
Oh, my child. My child, what a night of terror and heartache. Never mind, madam. The ghost of Sir Simon will walk no more. See, it's light already and quite clear. Why, fancy that.
What is it, Mrs.Umney?
That old withered almond tree in the court. I do believe it's blossomed. Yes, I can see the flowers quite plainly in the dawn.
Can you really, Mrs.Umney? Then you never need fear the Canterville ghost again, for he is now at rest.
You have been listening to The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde. Those in the cast were, as Virginia,
Sarah Anderson,
as Hiram Otis,
Gerik Lyssy,
as Mrs. Otis,
Laramie Gambrell,
as Virginia's brother Washington,
Vivian Alonso,
as the twins Roger and Roland,
Gerik Lyssy and Gabe Escoto,
as Mrs.Umney,
Laramie Gambrell,
as Lord Canterville,
Gabe Escoto,
as the Canterville Ghost himself,
Gabe Escoto.